Alright, this is part 4 of solving the Rubik's Revenge. And this is probably the easiest part once you catch on. But at first it's really kind of difficult. It took me a little while. But once you get it, it's so simple that you won't even believe it. Alright, what you're trying to do is you're pretty much switching colors. Alright, right here I want to switch, just say I want to switch the orange and the red right here. Okay? So I want to have the white face me, or whichever. I just want to have this color on top that I'm switching with, and this color on the side. Alright, I want to pick a color that is already in the right place, or one that I don't want to switch. Okay? If I bring this down to this side, it's going to line up with this piece right here. Alright? You'll see what I'm saying in a second. So I want to bring this piece down, and put this piece in its place. Okay? That makes sense? Then you move this slice back up. Then you rotate the top to the piece that you want to switch with. Okay? So I'm going to turn this to that spot. Okay? I'll move it back into this row right here. I'll move that row back. I'll move this back up. And you line it back up. And now you see that the orange and the red piece switched. Alright, there's going to be a lot of cases for this, and you just have to work with it. Okay, you can switch 2 at the most. Alright, say I want to switch the orange and green right here with 2 red. Alright, since I got these 2 red right here, let's say switch these 2 with these 2. Alright, so we're just going to say these 2 are right for right now. We don't want to switch these. So I'm going to put them to where they'll move down to where they will interact with this one. Alright, so I'm going to move it down. Move these 2 pieces over into that row. Alright. Move this up. Turn it to where these 2 will fall into this. Want to move them down. So do that. Just move them down to where they fall in. Move it back to where it was. Move it back up. And you line it back up. And the 2 reds switched with these 2. Alright, then let's see. You have a red and orange. Let's switch this red piece with this orange piece. This red piece with this orange piece. Alright, so I'm going to pick one that I'm not going to move. I'm not going to move this orange one. I'm going to move it to where it'll fall in place right here with this one. Alright, so move it down. Move that orange piece in its place. Move it back up. Now I'm going to line it up to where that red piece will fall in. Move it down. Move it back. Move it back up. Alright, and now you have those switched. So now let's switch the blue and the red. Alright, so I'm going to pick a piece. Alright, I'm not going to move this blue one, and it's going to fall in right here. Line it up, move it in, move it back up, rotate it, move it down, move it back, move it back up. Line it up. Alright, let's switch the blue and the green. So I'm going to pick one that's not going to move, which would be this blue one. Move it down, move it back, move it back up. Line the green up where I want it to fall. Move it down, move it back, move it back up. Alright, and now I'm just going to switch these 2. Alright, these 2 green aren't gonna move, so they're lined up right here. These will move in right there. Move it down, move it back, move it back up, turn it to where they fall in, move it down, move it back, and move it back up. line it up, and you solved the Rubik's Revenge.